Good evening, I'm Rob Macco. Thanks for watching WJCL News at 11. A West Chatham County community is still in shock after the death of a 4-year-old boy Friday. Fraser King drowned in a neighborhood pool. WJCL's Brandon Livornia has more on the story.
Neighbors say it's hard to believe this happened in what they describe as a quiet neighborhood. Many are wondering now if something needs to change in the area. A Pooler area clubhouse now serves as a small memorial for Fraser King. The 4-year-old drowned Friday afternoon in the swimming pool. Julie Sharkey pulled into her driveway as an emergency vehicle rushed by her.
Probably 30 seconds later, not even a few minutes, an ambulance came into the neighborhood.
Sharkey feels for the mother of the child. She recently had to dial 911 for her daughter.
It's not a good feeling to have your child laying there in pain and suffer, and you have to wait.
The population of the Pooler area has more than tripled in the last decade. Neighbors say what happened was an absolute tragedy, but now they say they're concerned that the area can't keep up with its growing population. Katie Mahaney and Laurel Park both live in the Godley Park complex. They often bring their families to this very same pool.
After a situation like this that happens in your backyard, yeah, it brings it to light. Pooler's grown tremendously since we moved here, and it makes me wonder if there's enough, and absolutely makes me think that we need more.
Hope that at some point this is a wake-up call, and a wake-up call to not our local responders, because they're obviously doing the best they can.
All three women hope something can be done that may prevent another death.
A tragedy is a tragedy regardless of the circumstances.
Neighbors are also questioning the response time and what resources may have been available but not dispatched. We're working for you to find out if something could have been done differently. In the studio, I'm Brandon Livornia for WJCL News, working for you.
Savannah Chatham Metro Police are still investigating the incident. Effingham County Sheriff's deputies need your help finding a missing man. They're looking for 42-year-old Douglas Lee Morris of Guyton. Deputies and family members say they're concerned about his safety. Morris could be traveling in a gold Chevy truck with Georgia tags BQL 4857. Call the Effingham County Sheriff's Office if you know where he is. A Savannah man died this morning when his small boat overturned in the Wausau Sound. Emergency crews responded around 9:45 near Williamson Island, that's southwest of Tybee. Metro Police say a man in his early 50s was declared dead when the Coast Guard reached him. His wife was taken to Memorial Hospital to be treated for undetermined injuries. Their names haven't been released yet. Metro's Marine and Aviation Patrols and Southside Fire also responded. The Georgia Department of Natural Resources is investigating. A man was critically injured after a 4th of July shooting in Port Wentworth. Officers responded to the CNS Mobile Home Park on Highway 21 just before 9:30 Friday night. A man had been shot and was lying on the floor. Police say the victim was conscious and told them who shot him. He was taken to Memorial University Medical Center in critical condition. Officers are looking for Marcelo Ramirez, believed to be between 25 and 30 years old. He left driving a green GMC extended cab pickup truck.
From what we're gathering, they were roommates. We believe it's just an argument gone terribly wrong. We don't know what happened exactly other than one person shot the other, and we're trying to get to the bottom of it.
The Georgia Bureau of Investigation is helping out with the case. Meteorologist Samara Theodore is here now. Hey, Samara.
Hey, Rob. How's it going?
It's going well. We did have some rain today.
Yes, we did.
And some areas had quite a bit of rain.
Yeah, and yesterday we saw maybe about 1 to 3 inches of rain in an hour.
Yeah.
So it was really coming down, very localized flooding some places. Let's go and take a look at what's left, though. So you guys, we are almost all the way in the clear. This is the only part of our region just outside of Hazelhurst that is seeing some rain right now. But again, it's looking really good, really clear. Let's take a look at these feel-like temperatures. All right, so right now it feels like 73 degrees up in Hilton Head. You move further inland to Mentor, 76, still feeling like 80 degrees in Reedsville, feeling like 82 in Baxley, and 75 down in Jessup. Now tonight, things are going to cool down. We had the rain. We're also going to see some clouds clearing out of the area. Therefore, a lot of the heat that we gained during the day is going to escape into the upper atmosphere, and we will then see cooler conditions. So temps are going to drop to about 72 degrees along the coast. If you live further inland, you might even reach 69. Stray showers possible, but we are going to be seeing gradual clearing throughout the evening hours. Now you're going to want to stay tuned because in our Storm Tracker weather headlines tonight, we are talking about the fact that the tropics are now quiet. Hurricane Arthur is no longer, and the midweek heat that will be returning. That's it for now. Back to you, Rob.
All right, thank you, Samara. The American Red Cross is helping out the victims of 2 fires Saturday in Effingham County. 2 adults and 2 kids were displaced after an early morning fire. This was on Kitty Drive in Guyton. The Red Cross gave the family money for food, clothes, and shelter. While responding to that fire, volunteers were called to another home on Middleton Road in Guyton. One person lives there but wasn't home at the time. The Red Cross is providing money for food and clothing.
I seen some lights out the window and just went on back to bed. About 10 o'clock when I came out, the house, it looked like it does now. I haven't seen anybody. I've been home pretty much the last couple of days. I ain't seen nobody in and out this way or nothing.
Red Cross volunteers also responded to a fire in Vidalia on Thursday. They provided 2 adults and 1 child with money for food, clothes, transportation, and shelter. Richmond Hill celebrated Independence Day last night with a fireworks display and a full slate of fun activities. The annual July 5th celebration draws hundreds of people every year. It's meant to provide safe and fun activities for families. There were inflatable bounce houses for kids, face painting, and games. 48 vendors were also on hand selling food and other items.
It's just to show back to our citizens and to our military families and also to our police force and fire department and things. We appreciate them. And if it wasn't for all those guys out there doing their work, we wouldn't have our freedom. So this is a way to thank them.
Organizers hope to expand the number of rides and vendors in hopes of drawing more people next July 5th. Tybee Island police say the Independence Day celebrations were very busy for them. On Thursday, the island celebrated Independence Day with a fireworks display. Police were busy handing out dozens of citations. Police say 12 people were arrested and charged with misdemeanors. And on Friday, at least 4 more people were arrested. Police had to bus offenders to the Chatham County Jail. Well, because the 4th fell on a Friday this year, it could mean big bucks for some local businesses. WJCL's Ashley Lincoln went to Tybee Island to see how this holiday weekend helps them.
Waves of people flooded Tybee's beach Saturday to soak up the rest of this holiday weekend.
Started a little early with 4th of July being on Friday. A lot of people got here.
Tim O'Neill, owner of Tim's Bike Rental, says as a local business owner on Tybee for 8 years, he looks forward to this time of the year.
Now, this is absolutely our peak season, the biggest weekend of the year. So, we always anticipate to do a lot of business this time.
And that's what they're doing. O'Neill says with the 4th falling on a Friday, it helps to increase business. He says at times he's seen up to 40% climbs in profits.
You've got to do well during the summertime, get it while you can basically, and then survive, through the off season.
And next door at King of Pops,
sell as many pops as possible.
Breanne Ager says with this holiday weekend, they've been able to sell over 300 popsicles a day.
The first couple of weeks were a little bit hard, a little bit difficult to get sales out there, but as of this last week, we broke records every day. It's been really good.
Even though they've only been in business since April, Ager says this holiday has skyrocketed sales.
We broke records every day this week, so it's been really good for us.
Local businesses say working during peak seasons is hard work, but the profits pay off, something they look forward to every year.
Well, hopefully the weather will hang on and stay nice, and we were fortunate the hurricane avoided us. We just hope it goes good for the next couple of days and we make it through it.
Reporting on Tybee Island, Ashley Lincoln for WJCL News, working for you.
Georgia Governor Nathan Deal will be in Sylvania tomorrow for a big groundbreaking. SV Pitti Textiles is bringing 250 jobs and an estimated $70 million in investment to Screven County. The company is building a new facility in the county's industrial park. The groundbreaking ceremony is set to begin at 10 a.m. Coming up on WJCL News at 11, the mother of a teen cancer patient is raising money for a treatment that could save her life. Hear their story after the break.